Laura, will you marry me?
Most people know her from TV.
Say, Mary, that's
Mary Tyler Moore's two major sitcom roles are emblematic of the way television image of women changed between the early 60s and the late 1970s.
Dick Van Dyke Show.
There was Laura Petrie from the old Dick Van Dyke Show, a stay-at-home mom who brought her own special brand of spunk to the screen. And Mary Richards, the career woman of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Born in Brooklyn, New York in 1936, Moore was the oldest child of an alcoholic mother and a distant father. She found refuge in dance lessons.
I'm Happy Hopwood.
Those lessons led to her first job out of high school, appearing in appliance commercials as the Hot Point Elf. At 17, Moore married Richard Meeker, an older salesman, then lost her job when she became pregnant at 18 with her only son, Richie.
It's no use, Pete. I'm just fed up.
She returned to TV as a guest star on various series until she landed the role of Sam, the sultry, unseen answering service operator on Richard Diamond Private Detective in 1957.
Grab your pencil, Mr. D.
Her big break came in 1961 when she became Dick Van Dyke's TV wife for the next 5 years. She returned to TV in 1970, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, produced by her own company, MTM, led by her second husband, Grant Tinker. As Mary Richards, Moore broke the mold for women in sitcoms. She was over 30, employed, and actually spent the night with a man.
Why are you here?
Well, I haven't seen you in a month or so, and, you didn't think that the only reason that I was here was to...
And instead of a family, she had co-workers and friends.
It's a long way to Tipperary.
In 7 years, the series won a record 29 Emmys. In the late 70s, Moore turned to the stage and the big screen. First as a suicidal paraplegic in Whose Life Is It Anyway on Broadway.
Don't try to change me, Calvin. I don't...
Followed by her Academy Award-nominated performance as the repressed mother in the movie Ordinary People. But Moore's private life was in turmoil.
About the early 70s that I began to drink to the point where I thought about it as a solution.
Her son died of an accidental gunshot wound, and her 17-year marriage to Tinker ended a year later. In 1984, Moore checked herself into the Betty Ford Center.
That's a battle that is never won. You constantly say, I am a recovering alcoholic.
Now sober, Moore played lead and supporting roles on television and in movies for new audiences.
I want you to consider my age and ask yourself how I maintain
Mom, why are you doing this?
Moore, who suffered from diabetes for most of her adult life, was a spokesperson for the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation and an animal rights activist. For fans, she was, in the words of her theme song, someone who could turn the world on with her smile. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.